It was a dream for quite some time to do a winter trek, and this time I decided to go for it. The journey started from Bangalore to Dehradun. It was a 3 hours flight, and we stayed one day at Dehradun. The next day, the pickup was ready at 6:30 a.m. in the morning. When I came out of the hotel room, it was freezing cold. Throughout the journey, we started witnessing the beauty of Uttarakhand, the deep pine forest, the blue water streams, and the beautiful mountains. After the 9 hours journey, in the evening we reached our base camp. We had a briefing session before we go for the sleep.
And that is my introduction. Apart from my own credentials with respect to mountains, I love philosophy, I love maths, and I love football. So if anyone's up for a conversation, you can wake me up at 3 a.m. also.
It's a very pleasant morning in the base camp, and the view is simply amazing. I have to finish my breakfast before the briefing starts. Our trek leader Dava gave a briefing about today's trek and introduced us to the supporting team. And we all are ready for the adventure. Let's see how it goes. After the briefing, we started our journey at 8 am. It's going to be a long day for all of us. And this is my first winter trek. I'm super excited. At the same time, I'm super tense too. The first few hours of our trek is going through this village. And the village is so beautiful and the villagers are very friendly. We are not alone in this trail. Tango the dog and his friend is joining us too. As we move forward, the trail becomes more tough and steep, but we have to continue our journey. Vimalesh Bhai was always there in front of us, and he motivates us when we feel low. And we take quick breaks and continue our journey.
He's a vlogger for the day.
Yeah.
All the moments.
You can share everything with us.
Yes.
Put it on YouTube.
Yeah, we put this
If I make it to the summit,
comments.
Yeah.
If I make it to the summit, I will share it.
What is the name of your blog so that we can recommend you?
Yes, he's recording. But
mountain started showing the real beauty as we climbed. It gives us the energy to continue.
Just 10 o'clock.
Here comes the Jagu Bhai and Shahbaz Bhai. They are the real heroes and motivators to the entire team. And these two gentlemen shows that age is just a number, and they are really passionate. And the beauty of these travel days, it takes us to our childhood, and I never miss a single opportunity. It's another adventure trip for us, but for the villagers, they do it for their living.
Yes. Yeah. And the climate is awesome. Wow.
The winter is coming, and the villagers are keeping the rations ready for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Finally, after the 3 hours of tiring trek, we reached the Haltari village. So this is the last village before we enter the forest trail. During the short break, we had some tea and snack. Cricket is not just a game for Indians, it keeps us united, irrespective of the terrain. And we had some good time with the kids.
चलिए लाइन ऑफ टीम बाय बाय
After our 15 minutes break, we continued our journey, and from here it's all the forest trail starts. Under the tall trees, it started becoming colder, and we started seeing the snow patches. The smile was just a cover up. I was completely exhausted. I was doubting that I will make it to the camp. These mountains always keep some surprises for us. When we were completely low, we started seeing the snow. It was a bit tricky to walk, but it gives us little more energy to continue. The snow patches become more thicker, and it was a clear indication that we are nearing to our campsite. Yes, and finally we are at the Julata camp, which is at 650 feet. So we gained an altitude of 3500 feet today. And the best part of the trek was the delicious food. So we all had the lunch before we go to our tents to spend the rest of the day. The sunset view was the icing on the cake. Let's get some sleep and get ready for tomorrow.